What is it about your videos you think that people like so much?
Well, a lot of people do really like my laugh. They they find it like a childlike giggle, and I get that comment quite a bit. But again, it's just I think it's just about being weird and being relatable. That's something that people like to see themselves, and they like to see people that aren't perfect. And often I am on camera with no makeup and my hair all crazy, and people like that. They like seeing real things. And I think that's something that we see on social media a lot now, where celebrities are having to kind of come off the pedestal that they once stood on to be relatable, to have any kind of significance in social media now, right? You see somebody like Louis Capaldi, he's one of the most beloved people on social media. And why? Because he's relatable, because he's vulnerable. He shows his tics and his Tourette's, and he's just so open with it.
You have sons.
I do. I do. I have two boys.
How old are they? 11? No.
15 and 11.
15
yeah.
and 11. What do they think of their mom being so popular? They are in Vernon. It's not a huge community. What do they think about their mom with the footprint that she has?
I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. They really don't care. Like, there's not much that they're like. I could tell them stuff, and they're like, "Oh, that's cool," And then they're like, "So guess what happened at school?" Like, it's just.
Right.
It's non-existent to them,
Really?
other than when, Shaq's sending them MacBooks or something like that.
Pardon?
Yeah, well, so that's one of the videos that I'm most known for, is my reaction to a Shaquille O'Neal video.
Yeah.
And after I made that video, he reached out to me, and he sent me a couple texts, and then he found out I had kids, and he sent them some videos, and then he... in his very like Shaquille O'Neal way, was just like, "Do they have computers?" And I was like, "Well, no." Like, what? Like, I have one computer that we share.
Aww.
And he's like, "Well, I'm gonna send them some computers." I'm like, "You don't have to do that." And he's like, "Shaq loves kids." And I was like, "Okay."
What's it like to get a text from Shaquille O'Neal?
Oh, well, in the video, he walks in and he's kind of like in the gym with his shirt off, and then it cuts to me, and I'm just like, wide-eyed. I'm like, can you imagine? Can you imagine you're with Shaq in his like big ass custom made bed? I don't know if I can say ass.
You just did. It's fine.
I did. I said it twice actually. Sorry.
Go again.
In his big custom made bed, and he just starts walking over to you like that. Like, do you run, or do you like run and hide somewhere and see if he catches you, right? Or I said, do you stay, or do you run and hide and see if he catches you? Anyway, so he texts me and he says, "Do you stay?" And I'm like,
you and I just both did the same thing. Hands over our mouth.
I was mortified. You never expect Shaq to message you, Never in your life do you expect Shaq to message you. But
what'd you say?
Can
you say it on the radio?
I fumbled the way that I normally do, and I said, "I haven't really thought about it, Mr. Shaq, sir. I didn't really expect this to actually become a real scenario." I mean, most of what I say is just for fun, I mean, but also not. Like, also Mr. Shaq, sir, if you... No, just kidding.
Which is why people enjoy you. No, we haven't talked about your calendar, though. So here, that's a bit of a racy conversation. But you've got this calendar. And so OnlyFans, I mean, a lot of people know about it, but it's a racy, it can be a relatively racy website where the joke is, people put pictures of their feet up on their OnlyFans account, make some money. But you actually, so you don't have an OnlyFans account. You do not have one.
No, gosh, no. No.
But you have a calendar.
I come from a very Christian family, and I've got two boys. That's not something they ever want to see.
But you have an OnlyFans calendar.
So you can see it right behind me. Well, maybe you can't. I don't know if you can see it.
It's radio. I can see it. But there is, describe what the calendar is. Yeah.
So basically, it was my manager's idea. And I get asked to do OnlyFans a lot. Daily, I get asked to do OnlyFans.
Really?
And it's just something that I would never do. No hate to anybody that does, but for me, it's just not something I would do. And anyway, so he said, I have this idea. He's like, "I want you to go and do this photo shoot, And I just picture like you in a room full of electric fans, fully clothed, but kind of like a sassy, cheeky response to all these men that ask you to do OnlyFans, right? So for a couple weeks, I hyped up that I was that I was going to be announcing something. And I definitely made it seem like I was going to be doing OnlyFans. And so then, lo and behold, I announce, and it's just a calendar with me and fans.
Like fans that blow air.
Yeah.
Electric fans.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
What was the response? Were people happy or disappointed?
There was a few disappointed, sad faces in there, but I would say 99% were laughing and happy. And then there was a whole bunch that were just like, they were worried that I was going to do it. And there's a lot of people that see me as being somebody more, they see me as like pure, and this is what they say to me, right? And so they would be very disappointed had I done OnlyFans. So they were thinking for 2 weeks that that's what I was going to do. And so when they heard that I wasn't, they were very relieved.
And so it is literally 12 months of pictures of you posing with various kinds of fans. Like
yes, and really inspirational quotes.
Yeah.
Like a fan in the hand is worth two in the bush. And blow me.
They're a little cheeky.
Welcome to the fan club. So,
do you have a favorite month? What's your favorite one?
Well, September is
September
obviously my favorite because that's my birth month, and I took up the whole calendar. So you won't be able to plan anything in September on my calendar, but it's not about you; it's about me. So
there may or may not be an F-bomb in that one. I think is that
I really wanted to swear so badly. I really did. I was like, oh, I was trying to think of other words, and then it didn't. It's not easy.
You're fair. It's fair. It's fair. It's wonderful. And so, do you make a lot of money off this?
The calendar?
No, just in terms of your social media presence. Like you put a lot of work into this. Like how has it been for you financially?
Well, to be honest with you, I hadn't made any money until April of this year. So other than when I did like a live on TikTok, people can send little gifts in a live, and that's like money, but it's never a lot. Like maybe in one live I might make $10 to $20, and I don't do a lot of lives, so it doesn't add up too much. But in April, last year, a friend of mine said, you got to get over to Facebook. And so I did, and they pay Canadian creators there because Canadians aren't eligible for payment or monetization on TikTok. So I joined Facebook, and in April I got monetized. So I've been getting paid for my content since April.
Because you have a day job too, right?
I do. I own a salon and spa. Yeah.
Do you think
I'm a permanent makeup artist and hairstylist.
Are you going to keep doing that, or what's your long-term goals?
Yes, I don't think I could ever walk away from my clients, but I'd just close my books and not take any new clients.
Yeah, but you have some fun as well while you're doing both gigs, I guess, hey?
I do. You know what? Hairstyling is I got to say, hairstyling is one of the best jobs in the world.
Yeah.
Especially if you're able to appreciate it the way I do. I mean, I get to be part of the best day of people's lives. I get to be part of their wedding, their graduation, their baby's first haircut. I get to walk them through cancer and be with them while they cut their hair off. I get to do all those things, and you become very close with your clients. And it's like having coffee with friends, and every time they come in, I get to make them feel pretty. And that's wonderful. It's a great job.
Well, thanks for taking a few minutes to chat with us. I know you've got a lot going on. If people want to find your calendar, what's the best thing to do?
Shamelessl.com.
There she is. There she is.
L is ELLE.
It is. Yes. Thank you so much. It's been really great chatting with you. It's nice to chat with you on the radio. Really appreciate the time.
Thank you so much. Thanks for having me on.
Bye.